passion for the hobby, and great stories to share. And it's always always nice to hear the things that hook people in this hobby, and definitely space communications is one of those areas that seems to really grab people's attention. Very good. Thanks again, and we're here every week. So please join us again. Down the list, Emil. Emil, thank you for joining the net. Victor Echo 1 Echo Papa. What is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Well, thanks to Scott and Adrian, I fell into the foxhole of monitoring Pico balloons 2.5 years ago. Now I spend hours a day tracking the Pico balloon and journaling them on my QRZ. Having a portable in hand and offering community service for the last 50 years, I always say ham radio is a hobby of 1,000 rooms, where you meet new people and learn new things each day. My extreme high is being the first contact with a new operator. And in closing, actually this week I've been sending out memos to the new kids that are taking the training in ham radio and offering them to adopt the Pico balloon so they can follow it and really get excited about their own balloon one day. Back to Net Control, 1 Echo Papa Portable.
Thanks, Emil. Very much appreciate that. And it's a very interesting aspect of the hobby for sure. And as you mentioned, a hobby with 1,000 rooms. I love that analogy. Very good. And I know Adrian mentioned it at the beginning as well, and something that we're enforcing quite often when we talk with our new students. And I mentioned we have 23 students that are taking our basic licensing class here in Saskatoon this year. So outstanding interest in the hobby, and for those that get licensed, hopefully all of them, there'll be no end to the things that they can do in this hobby. Thank you, Emil. And I will open it up for another round of check-ins from Eastern Canada, Victor Echo 3 and East, Canadian stations only. To check into the TransCanada Net, please join us now. All right, I only hear one station. My guess is you're trying to get into a repeater, and you're not quite making it, or you've got severe packet loss. But we'll try it again. The station trying to check in, please join us now. Okay, Victor Alpha 6, Juliet Sierra Romeo. Victor Alpha 6, Juliet Sierra Romeo. Okay, stand by, Victor Alpha 6. We're doing Eastern Canada, so I'll get, I think pretty quick I'll get to the west, so just stand by 1 second. Any other stations to check in from Eastern Canada? Victor Echo 3 and East. Please join us now.
Victor Echo 3, Hotel Whiskey Oscar, mobile, Todd currently in Burlington.
Okay, I'm going to go with that short list. I got Todd in Burlington, Victor Echo 3, Hotel Whiskey Oscar. Thanks for joining the net. And Todd, what do you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Victor Echo 3, Hotel Whiskey Oscar. Just a little story. My father is Victor Echo 3, Romeo Charlie uniform or whatever, so he has a license or whatever. So I actually, for last year, I guess Father's Day birthday, I wanted to do something for my dad rather than just buy him a shirt or socks. I invested the time and got my ham radio license. So I passed honors with basic about 7 days before they changed all the questions in July. So I got it, so I could able to use some of my put some of my dad's ham radio equipment back on the air again, and I sort of love the fact, I've joined a few clubs, I've met quite a few people, and it's been a great way to expand my social circle. And on that note, I'll pass it back to Net Control, Victor Echo 3, Hotel Whiskey Oscar.
Hey, thanks, Todd. I appreciate your input there. And just looking at your QRZ page, I see that you also have your advance. So congratulations. And Great to see that enthusiasm to get your license with honors and into your advance to learn a little more technical content. So very good. Thanks for joining the net, and we are here every week. So join us again. So I'm going to move to Western Canada now. So Victor Echo 4, so Manitoba and West and the North. Any stations Western Canada to join the net, please join us now.
Victor Echo 4, Tango Mike Mobile. Victor Echo 4, Tango Mike Mobile.
Victor Echo 7, Mike X-ray uniform.
Victor Echo 5, Delta Whiskey Romeo.
Victor Echo 6, November Golf Kilo.
All right, I got a shortish list there. I'm going to run with it. So I've got Victor Echo 4 Tango Mike, Victor Echo 7 Mike X-ray uniform, Victor Echo 5 Delta Whiskey Romeo, and Victor Echo 6 November Golf Kilo. So we'll start with Victor Echo 4 Tango Mike, and I believe that's Rod, and I think you said you're mobile as well. Welcome to the net, Rod, and what do you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Good afternoon to all on net. Yeah, correct name here is Rod Romeo Oscar Delta, and I am mobile. Just coming into Winnipeg to do a few errands and then back home. The Brotherhood, for one. I enjoy chasing DX, operating from the whole both VHF, UHF, and HF, as well as the emergency service or the emergency communications aspect of it. And I think two of my most memorable moments in ham radio was working VA3CJZ on 10 meters from my mobile back in the early 90s. And the other one is from when I was active before was working the space shuttle. A couple of very memorable events in my ham radio career. Back to net.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Rod. Just a side note, your audio is really hot going into the repeater. Maybe that's something for the repeater operators to address. Audio levels are pretty high. Okay, thanks for joining us, Rod. And yeah, looking at your QRZ page, we were licensed the same year, so very good. And thanks for sharing your stories with us. We'll go down the list to Victor Echo 7, Mike X-ray uniform, Randy in Kelowna. Welcome to the net. And Randy, what do you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Well, thank you for taking my check-in and for doing the net. It's appreciated. Morning to everyone out there, or afternoon in some places. Nice day here in Kelowna. Ham radio for me is something I've always wanted to do. I've always operated radio equipment. I had friends that were pilots and used to operate the aircraft radios. Scanner for years as a newspaper photographer. So it was kind of a natural transition once they reduced or eliminated the code requirements. I'll take a breath. I too, like one of the previous stations calling, just got mine before they changed the requirements, changed the test in July. So I made it under the wire as well. So I've been licensed that long. Nice blending of emergency preparedness, I think, socialization, lifelong learning. Back to net. Victor Echo 7, Mike X-ray uniform.
Thanks, Randy. Appreciate that. And yes, welcome to the hobby. I know I think I've welcomed you before. You're not a complete newbie. I understand. And nice QRZ page, by the way. And thanks for sharing with us, Randy. And please join us again. I know you'll be back for the net at a later time. So appreciate that. And Devin, great to hear from you. Victor Echo 5 Delta Whiskey Romeo. Out in Martinsville, in the thriving metropolis of Martinsville, Saskatchewan. Welcome to the net. And Devin, what do you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, Dave, E5 Delta Whiskey Romeo, and good morning, everybody across the country. And first off, I think I heard a rumor that you may have retired, so congrats on that. That's probably a good feeling, and I'm sure the radio is a little warmer than it has been in the past. I think my
the best thing about ham radio, I think, is the integration with other things. So it's not just a hobby in itself, which it very well could be, but you can also integrate it with other things that you may do also, such as, I don't know, camping or road trips or whatever. You can always take a radio and kind of blend it in with something else that you're doing. So I particularly enjoy that aspect of the hobby there for sure. So have yourself a great rest of the long weekend, and chat soon. V5UO, VE5DWR.
Hey, thanks, Devin. Appreciate that. And yes, you heard correctly. And is it a long weekend? Yes. Yeah, and the radios are quite a bit warmer. Doing much more in the shack than I was before. So enjoying it so far. Thanks, Devin. Appreciate it, and hope to chat with you more. 73. Down the list to Victor Echo 6, November Golf Kilo. Cam in Calgary, welcome to the net. And Cam, what do you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. This is Victor Echo 6, November Golf Kilo. Good afternoon, everyone on the net and net controller. What I love about ham radio, I enjoy looking into my junk box, see what I have in my junk box, and then building stuff for QRP and improve my vintage gears. Go ahead.
Fun stuff there, Cam. That's awesome. And I take it you're a builder then, and that's fantastic. And it's actually something I'm doing a little more of as well. As mentioned to Devin, my radios are a little warmer, but my soldering iron is as well. Just trying to do more stuff on the bench and do a little more antenna building as opposed to antenna buying, and looking at some QRP Labs kits and things like that as well. But maybe a little home brewing would be in order as well. Thanks, Cam. Appreciate it, and please join us on the net again. Great to hear from you from Calgary. I'll open it up for more check-ins from Western Canada. So Victor Echo 4 and West, Canadian stations only, and anybody in the north, of course. Please join us now.
Victor America 7.
Victor Echo 5, Delta Tango.
Romeo Juliet Mike. Randy and Kenora, Saskatchewan. Victor Alpha 7, Sugarloaf.
Saskatoon.
All right, I got another short list there, and Art, all I got was Saskatoon, but I know that was you. But I'll start at the top of the list, and David and Laurent, your recheck. And I got Victor Echo 5, Romeo Juliet Mike. Randy, thanks for joining us. And Scott, thanks for checking in twice, because I missed you the first time, VA7SL. And as mentioned, Art, V5ARJ. But at the top of the list, David in Laurent, Victor Echo 5, Delta Tango. Welcome to the TransCanada Net. And what do you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Good morning, Dave, and thanks for doing the net today. And I think what I like is acquiring small electronic devices, like the handheld I'm talking on now. That's my favorite thing. And also just listening around to see what people in other parts of Canada and around the world are doing. And also some listening, via web SDR devices, that kind of thing. So back to you from VE5 Delta Tango.
Thanks, David. Appreciate it, and great to hear from you from Larange, and thanks for sharing with us. Down the list to Randy in Kenora, Victor Echo 5, Romeo Juliet Mike. Thanks for joining the net. And Randy, what is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Well, enjoy checking in on nets here, of course, and of course there's many. The list is long, so I'm going to shorten it up and just state probably the top one, and just talking to people, enjoying meeting up with new people around the world. So whichever band a person uses, you can do that on. So that's what I like most, I guess, about amateur radio. And like to say, the list is long. many things the guy could go on and on and on about. And but I really enjoy, when I get a chance to talk on the radio, meet up with new people and that sort of thing. So thanks for calling the net there, Dave. Back to you. Victor Echo 5, Romeo Juliet Mike, Randy and Sonora.
Hey, thanks, Randy. Thanks for joining the net today, and hope to chat with you a little more on the local networks here. 73. Scott, down to you. Victor Alpha 7, Sierra Lima. Welcome to the net. And Scott, what is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Dave. VA7 Sugar Love here at Mission Control, on the beautiful west coast of North Canada, where it is right around freezing. Sun's out. Just a beautiful day here. I've always loved the mystery and the crackle of a signal coming through on HF. It just fell in love with it the first time I heard it, playing with my old salvaged Hallicrafters tube radio that I put back together again when I was a kid in my dad's basement. I love that I've found in this hobby, I've been able to find all you guys that help out with all the projects that Adrian and I come up with, including Adrian. Adrian's the builder. He's got a lot of ideas too, but I always joke that I'm the big ideas guy, and then I tell him then he does it for me, because I'm too damn busy with my career. But I'm not retired yet like you guys, but close, a couple more years. Anyway, I just a great hobby. Always loved the mystery of radio, and I don't know how I can explain it. It's just one of those things that either affects you or it doesn't, and I think that means a lot to a lot of you guys out there. It's not explicable. It's just something that you really gravitate and captivated by. Gravitate to and captivated by. That's about it. So all else is well here at Mission Control. All systems are nominal, and of course the dilithium crystals are fully charged. Back to that, VA7.
Very good, Scott. And I have a similar story about discovering radio through an old tube radio as well, and the magic of the crackle of the airwaves for sure. And so you would be Steve to Adrian's was then. Okay, very good. Thanks again, Scott. Appreciate it. And we'll move down to Art. Art, hopefully you're making the repeater there. I assume you're coming in on a 9.7 repeater in Saskatoon, but Victor Echo 5 Alpha Romeo Juliet. Art, welcome to the net, and what is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Well, good afternoon, Dave. I'm actually reiterating what Randy said down there and expand it. Of course, you can't expand it, but ham radio is different all the time. And I enjoy the challenges that it comes up with it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So there you go. Great to be in the hobby. Back to you.
This is VE3 RSB.
Excellent. Thanks to hear, Art. And you're making it into the repeater really nicely there. So fantastic. Thanks for joining the net today, Art. Appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you at coffee sometime. All right, one more round of check-ins from Western Canada before I head to the U.S. Any more stations from Western Canada? Victor Echo 4 and West. Go ahead.
Echo 7, Tango, Echo, Tango.
All right, I got one check in there, and I don't know that I got the call sign right, but I got Victor Echo 7 Tango Echo Tango. Is that correct? And if not, correct me. And go ahead and tell us what you love about ham radio. Join us now.
It's Chuck here at Meadows. Tango Echo Tango. What I like about ham radio is it keeps you in touch with the world, especially when you get old, like I am, mid-age. Don't get out so much, and many good folks there. They're always willing to help, and there's just a bunch of nice people. So enjoy the contact and friends out there. 7-3. Thank you very much for the check-in.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck. Appreciate that, and and thanks for emphasizing the community part of this hobby, and can't be overstated enough for sure. Thanks again, Chuck, and join the net again sometime in the future. We are here every week at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We go for roughly an hour and a half. And with that, I'm going to open up the net to our friends in the United States. Any stations from the U.S. to join the TransCanada Net, please join us now.
VE2 Victor Bravo, VE2 VP.
Kilo Quebec 4, November Golf Hotel. KQ4 NGH, Lino, Lima India, November Oscar, in Albemarle, North Carolina.
This is WB2HJV, Whiskey Bravo 2, Hotel Juliet Victor, Charlie in New York.
All right, I've got a short list there, and had Benoit sign in. Victor Echo 2, Victor Bravo, and Kilo Quebec 4, November Golf Hotel, Lino in North Carolina, and with Hotel Juliet Victor, Charles in New York. But I will start with Benoit. Welcome to the net, fellow net controller. And what is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Very good afternoon. If I'm not mistaken, that's Dave. What I like about ham radio, it's a whole world of learning. It's always a learning environment, whether if it's science about radio propagation, evolving technology in the digital communications. It makes you learn geography. It makes you learn computer things, because today's radios are mostly connected. So if there's one word to define what I like about it, it's mostly friendship and learning. That's the word to remember. So, Mike, back to you. VE5 Uniform Oscar, if I'm not mistaken. This is VE2 Victor Bravo.
Okay, thanks, Benoit. Appreciate that, and thanks for joining the net, and maybe I'll join you sometime when you're net control station. And thanks for sharing with us as well. Appreciate it. I'll move down the list to Kilo Quebec 4, November Golf Hotel, and Lino. Maybe repeat the name of your town again. I've been down that area quite often. I used to work for a company that was based in Hickory, North Carolina. It looks like you're just a little northeast of Charlotte. But over to you, Lino. Thanks for joining the TransCanada Net. And what is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Well, as Bob and Doug McKenzie used to say, even though they're not Canadian today, and to all of you. So you're familiar with my part of North Carolina. Good deal. V5UO. This is Kilo Quebec 4, November Golf Hotel, and you are correct, man. You're good. Yeah, I am located east of Charlotte. I'm about 45 miles northeast of Charlotte, and it's very rainy today. We're under an we need what we're getting right now, and it should end about later on this evening, I should say, as far as the rain is concerned. But we need a big time. Well, what I love about ham radio is all different forms of getting on the air. I mean, you can still do HF, CW, get a 440 or 2 meter, 70 centimeter machine. I was really interested in the hobby back in the late 90s. I never got into it. I finally got licensed back in 2023. And, All-Star nodes, Echo Link, All-Stars, and pretty much the on the block as far as digital voice modes. It's only been around since, 2000. Echo Link's been around for, I think, 1989, I think I've been told. But yeah, great way to get on the hobby. I think POTA's a good thing to have, too, because I guess maybe what's the word I'm looking for? A resurgence in the use of HF, rather, with Parks on the Air. A lot of people, a lot of these parks across the country here, and I'm sure you guys have such things in Canada and overseas as well. So, yeah, it's great. It's great. I love it. And anything to get off the CB radio. I tell people, I liked it for about 5 minutes, and that was that was pretty much it. So yeah, it's a great hobby. I'm going to let it reset. KQ4 and GH. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the 2166 node. That was weird. It kept cutting in and out. But one thing I will say is what I don't like, and as a blind ham, I really wish that, number one, the ARRL down here, and number two, the radio manufacturers would help us out a lot. A lot of these newer radios do not talk out of the box, if you will, so we can program it without having to put out, get chirped installed, or RT systems, or you know, a CPS of some sort that we can get our hands on. It'd be nice to just simply radio, program it from within the, you know, the keypad and whatever, and go. Get on, you know, your 70 centimeter or 2 meter machine, or if you have an HF rig, same deal. I would like to see that in the future if you know, the radio manufacturers. And I understand a lot of them are overseas, so that'd be kind of hard to communicate with these people to get something on the ball going. So, but yeah, I would like to see it in the future. And but other than that, it's a great hobby, and I'm glad I finally got into it all these years later. So, Dave, VE5UO, back to you, sir. KQ4 and GH is clear, and I will continue to listen for the rest of the net. Have a good week, and hopefully we'll get on your next Sunday night, afternoon rather.
Yeah, real good, Lito. And yeah, thanks for joining the net today, and thanks for your comments. Appreciate that. And yeah, the diversity of the hobby is incredible, and it is interesting to hear from a blind ham about perhaps maybe the decline in accessibility for some of the equipment. I know, I want to say when I was licensed, most of the radios seem to be, I guess, seem to have accessible features, but I'm sighted, so I can't appreciate whether they were actually good or not. But that's good feedback, and of course, yeah, hopefully the manufacturers are listening, and there is a route. I know a lot of YouTubers get radios and things to review, and some of them seem to be the conduits for some of the Chinese-based or China-based manufacturers for feedback as well. So hopefully your feedback gets there. And thanks again, Lino. And hope to hear from you again. Down the list to Charles in Rochester, New York. Whiskey Bravo 2, Hotel Juliet Victor. Thanks for joining TransCanada Net. And Charles, what is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Dave. VE5UO, and everybody on the net, and all across Canada. This is WB2HJV in Rochester, New York, right along the southern shore of Lake Ontario. I'm only a couple of miles inland, and we got about 7 Celsius here today, and we've got some little melting going on. What do I like about ham radio? So much. Been licensed since April of '63, and that was back in the days when I can remember my mother trying to make a long-distance phone call from Buffalo to her aunt in Chicago, and it would take about 20 minutes to place a call. And here I was as a young teenager making contacts all across the country and places across the pond. And yeah, somebody mentioned geography earlier, and yeah, it's amazing when you work a lot of DX, you know a lot of geography, and it's too bad that it's not taught in school anymore. So anyway, that was a big plus for me. And lots of learning. Yep, all the way, you know, from the old AM days and CW to you know, the new modes, FT8, the digital modes, D-Star, and DMR, and so on, stuff that was just, you know, unheard of back when I started. And I can remember the controversy in a local radio club between AM and sideband. And the guys went on and on and on, arguing the merits of AM. So it was a long time ago. But lots of aspects to it. I have a good blind friend as well. He does very well with his Kenwood TS590. But I know some of the other radios he shies away from. So it's a great hobby, whether we're talking across the street or around the world. Back to you, Dave. VE5UO, thanks for letting me in here. And WB2HJV, everybody have a great Sunday.
Thank you so much, Charles. Whiskey Bravo 2, Hotel Juliet Victor, your net control, Victor Echo 5, Uniform Oscar, Dave in Saskatoon. And excellent. Thank you so much, Charles. Appreciate that. And I can't help thinking that, when telephone calls were, $1, $2 a minute, whatever it was. I'm not sure what it was in the U.S. I know it was pretty expensive here, but ham radio must have been a different kind of special back in those days in terms of, be able to flip on a radio and, when you live in your small local world, being able to access the world so relatively easy. So that's incredible. I know I was licensed before the internet. It came around a few years after I got licensed, or at least in the mainstream. Still a lot of those similar feelings from being exposed to ham radio in the 70s for sure. And love your perspective on the SSB versus AM debate, and resistance to change is not a new thing, and it seems like it worked out pretty well for us single sideband CW operators. Sorry, just unkeyed for reset. Okay, thanks again, Charles. Appreciate it, and great to hear from you. Please join us again next week if you can. Any more stations from the United States for the TransCanada Net? Please join us now. One last check. Any stations from the United States for the TransCanada Net to check in? Please join us now. All right, hearing nothing, I'll open it up. Anybody, anywhere for the TransCanada Net, your net control, Victor Echo 5, Uniform Oscar, Dave in Saskatoon. I've had about 39 check-ins so far, and we've got another 24 minutes left. So any stations, anybody, anywhere for the TransCanada Net, please join us now.
Victor Echo 5, Romeo Hotel. Victor Echo 5, Romeo Hotel.
Kilo 6, Papa, Key Lima, K6, thank you. VA7, November, Romeo, Charlie.
Okay, I'll stop the list there. Just 3 check-ins. Richard, VE5RH. And I've got Bill, Kilo 6, Papa Kilo Lima, and Victor Alpha 7, November, Romeo Charlie. And Richard, you sound like you're mobile. V5RH, welcome to the net, Richard. How are things with you? Long time no talk. And what is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon, Dave. So it could be my connection on my mic cord here. I'm at home, Dave here. Good afternoon. Thanks for picking up my call. What do I like about ham radio? I guess the ability to communicate almost instantly in the event that you didn't have a cell phone perhaps or any other type of communication. I think ham radio comes through all the time. They've look at 20 meters or 10 meters, 40 meters, whatever. It seems to be there. I'm sure you can communicate real quick on ham radio sooner than a cell phone or perhaps a satellite phone. I don't know. I've never owned one, but ham radio seems to always pull through. Thank you, Dave. VE5RH in Saskatoon.
Yeah, thanks, Richard. Appreciate it. And you just have a little bit of background noise there. It's not just sort of sounds like a background noise that you'd have in a mobile, and your audio is not as robust as it usually is. So I don't know if you've got a limited bandwidth microphone, but usually you've your audio quality is a little more full spectrum there, but real good. It's not a problem. It sounds okay. Just is not quite up to the up to what I'm used to hearing from your station. Because I know you got a pretty good station there, Richard. Thanks again. Hey, Bill, down in Manteca, California. Great to hear from you. K6PKL. Over to you.
Well, I like that ham radio talking to you. Hi. Anyway, yeah, I like lots of different things. In fact, you go on my QRZ.com site, K6PKL, you'll see all my things that I've done throughout the years with amateur radio, whether it's talking to the space station or talking to balloon mobiles, or, I talked to a balloon mobile. I talked to parachute mobiles and different things, and so it's been very diverse, and so right now I'm using my simplex repeater in my house. That actually goes out a long ways away from my house, as you probably know. And actually right now I'm running about 5 watts, but I can have an amplifier and put on there and make 40 watts. And I find actually the 5 watts is pretty useful. So for the local area on a commercial antenna I have up there on the side of the house. So yeah, everything I can say. And yeah, and right now down here it's nice and sunny, and we're maybe get some rain coming in here, but that's what happened on that. And I want to mention, I was going through my, because I collect baseball caps, and found my bright red hat on there that said Canada on it, so I'm all set. And if I want to advertise for you all, K6PKL.
Okay, real good, Bill. Appreciate that, and yeah, thanks for pointing out the diversity of the hobby, and so many things you can do. And yeah, if I'm not mistaken, if it's a Baseball Canada hat, it'll just simply have a maple leaf on it, maybe. And real good. And as usual, it's always great to hear from you there, Bill. And we're here every week. Down the list to Victor Alpha 7, November, Romeo Charlie. Brendan in West Vancouver, thanks for joining the net. And what do you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, Victor Alpha 7, November, Romeo Charlie. It is Brendan, West Vancouver, that's right. Looks like a lovely day shaping up here. Anyways, yeah, well, it's a good question. There's so many different facets of the hobby. You know, you could never really get tired. It's almost like golf. I don't know. You can never really get to the point where you're done with the game. Not that ham radio is a game, but you know what I mean. It's one of those things that you can spend a lot of time probably on one single aspect, or however you want to call it. You spend along your whole life in ham radio and never get around to everything. So I think that's a great part of it, and there's always something to learn. I love HF. That's the big thing to me. I enjoy it a lot, and an old piece of equipment and something goes wrong with it, and it kind of everyone in the clubs are kind of putting their heads together to try to think of what could go, what could have happened, and it becomes a bit of a community project, and it's just a really great community. I think anything that brings a sense of community is great. I think wherever you look in life, if you can find a good group of people that are like-minded, I think you're going to, do well for that. So anyways, glad we got into the net this week. It's VA7 NRC, and see if we can do it again next Sunday.
Great to hear, Brendan, and thanks for joining the net. And I see by your QRZ page you're an active HF operator. Also see that you're a net control station for the Aurora Net. Congratulations on that. And just a quick question: the Aurora Net usually is at like 5 p.m. for me here, which traditionally was a terrible time for me to check in, but not so bad now that I'm retired. Does it operate at the same time, 2300 UTC on the weekends as well? Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. It will be 23 hours UTC later today. What'll that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, just under 4 hours from now, I guess. And we'll be starting there, 7100 kilohertz, and that'll be great. It's 3 p.m. local time here in British Columbia.
Okay, real good. Yeah, I'll check with my wife if she has no things scheduled for me. I'll pop in and say hi. All right, 73 again then, Brendan. Appreciate it, and maybe I can reciprocate and check in with your and your net control operator over on the Aura Net. 73. I will open it up for another round of check-ins. We've got about another 15 minutes. Anybody, anywhere for the TransCanada Net, please join us now.
Victor Echo 6 Delta Zulu V6DZ.
Victor Echo 7 Whiskey Fox V7 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Hello, 6 Papa Kilo Lima for recheck.
Cal 5 VI, Kilo Lima 5 Victor, David and Kenai Peninsula, Alaska.
Victor Alpha 6, Tango Bravo Oscar, VA6 TBO, Ted Medicine Hat, Justin in and out.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot, Vernon, Waterdown, Ontario.
All right. I got a good list there. I've got Victor Echo 6 Delta Zulu, Victor Echo 7 Whiskey Foxtrot. I've got K6 PKL for a recheck. Kilo Lima 5 Victor India. And I believe Victor Alpha 6 Tango Bravo Oscar was a short time, Ted in Medicine Hat. And Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Romeo Foxtrot, Vernon and Waterdown. So we'll go to the top of the list. I was wondering where you're at, Gary. Great to hear from you. V6DZ. Gary, what is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Well, that is an interesting question. Now let's talk about it. Yes, first from the aspect of lots of people on the ham radio operator, lots of people can meet, lots of great discussions and talks, and around the world sort of thing. It's a mode of communication that's fantastic. Now, I'm going to take a little different slant. Why do women, the wives, like about ham radio? And you gotta grill your wife about that. What they like about it, unless you do silly spending and stuff, well, that can bother anybody in that. But when it comes to the ham radio operator, he's pretty much busy most of the time. They're making contacts and QSL cards and stuff. Well, she knows he won't be out in the bar or chasing other women or doing bad things out there for the most part. He's got a nice hobby to occupy his time. So, she knows what he's up to and stuff. And she doesn't have to run around chasing after him with frying pans and stuff. It's just a matter of trying to, it's just a matter of go to the ham radio shack and say, hey, come do this, honey, do this, type thing, instead of having to chase him around town. So take it for what you figure is worth. Wish everybody a great day. We're going back into the deep freeze here in Alberta, just slightly. It's going to be in the -10 range and stuff. Maybe -15 at worst, but it's not going to be too severe no more, as far as I can tell. A little bit of snow. So everybody, 73, and I hope that gave you an adequate answer, V6DZ. You all take care. Have a great week to come. Bye-bye.
Great to hear from you, Gary. Victor Echo 6 Danger Zone. And, hi. I guess perhaps we're maybe a bit predictable, although I did see James, one of the other net controllers, was headed off to the pub after after you checked in. So there you go. And, I guess we're getting your weather tomorrow. And it's been a nice warm stint. And I know K6 PKL is enjoying basking in the warm weather in Southern California. We're sitting around 0 here right now, and we'll take that for this time of the year. All right, down the list to Victor Echo 7 Whiskey Foxtrot. Rick in New Westminster, thanks for joining us. And what is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning from the West Coast at 7 Whiskey Fox. Well, that's a big question. You know, it's not simple to answer because there are so many aspects, as people have pointed out. I've enjoyed trying all the different modes I can possibly do, everything from slow scan television, fast scan television, all the digital modes, and whatever. Satellite is a big thing for me. And but you know, the most rewarding part, you know, I think when I get right down to it, being in this hobby for 52 years, I still have friends that I met on radio from 52 years ago, in fact even earlier in some cases, and even though we're still in touch almost daily, a few times a week. I think that's one of the coolest thing about the hobby. And whenever I've traveled anywhere, either across Canada or across around the world, I've often met other amateurs, been invited out to their homes or to their functions, and like a club meeting or something. And you have friends wherever you go, and that's the cool thing. I think the most rewarding part for me, anyways. Back to net, the 7WF.
Hey, thanks, Rick. Appreciate that. And yeah, that's great. Yeah, the social aspect of the hobby and the long-running friendships, definitely one of the wonderful things about this hobby. Thanks for checking in, Rick, and great to hear from you again. Go ahead, K6 PKL Bill for a recheck. Welcome back.
Just a little quick one here. Yesterday when I was out riding my tricycle, I went over one street over, and there's a ham over there in Middle Street, and so anyway, I was in there visiting with him, and we were discussing our new radio antennas and all that stuff, and you know how hams are. All of a sudden, our ham shows up, Lady Ham, XYL, and she had her back of her pickup truck full of food. So anyway, so I loaded up the rack on the back of my pickup truck with what they do is once the food goes a couple of days out of date, well, the retailers have to get rid of it. And so the food bank takes it and all that, so she ends up a part of it. So I can say one of the perks of being an amateur radio operator is getting free food. And I end up with can you imagine, a 12-inch diameter apple pie and stuff and cream pie, so I brought those home for the XY also. Yeah, and I don't have to run around, so I have enough going on here. So that's my thing about that. We also have that perk, free food, K6PKL.
Well, there you go. There you go, Bill. I don't know that anybody else has checked in with that one. Free food. That's something I don't normally get a lot of free food, but good on you. That's awesome. And hey, we'll talk to you next time. Sorry about that, Bill. Okay, thanks, Bill. Thanks for checking in. And 73. Down the list to Kilo Lima 5, Victor India from Soldotna, Alaska. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But welcome from Alaska. Go ahead, David.
Engineering here. USA, listening on US GGF 31320, listening.
Sorry, I don't know if that was Kilo Lima 5 Victor India. Was it KL5VI checking in? Go ahead. Okay, no contact. Down the list, I want to say that Ted Victor Alpha 6 Tango Bravo Oscar was a short time. If not, I'll get you to recheck in a second. But Victor Alpha 3 Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Vernon in Waterdown, Ontario. Thanks for joining the net. What is it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Net Control and everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. Just out for a walk in Waterdown. Temperature 0. Bit of a wind chill. There's a bit of a breeze happening, but pretty nice day. Nice to see some of the snow finally melting. There's a whole range of things that I love about ham radio. One is the being connected. When you're able to talk with people wherever you go, actually. And there are nets that I check into that I have gotten to know folks on the net and have been checking in for a long time and have never actually met them in person. But yeah, I think there's that aspect of it, just the communication, the sense of connectedness. I've been in radio for a long time, not ham radio. Started as a shortwave listener, as maybe others did, and then moved on from there. So, and when I travel, I always bring a radio, always. Back to you, VA3CRF.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that, and thanks for joining the net. And I see you're also multilingual, which is, I'm envious. That must make traveling a little bit easier as well. All right, 73, and again, we're here every week, Vernon, so please join us again. I'm going to open it up real quick. We got 5 minutes left, so we'll take a couple of more check-ins before we close up the net. Anybody, anywhere to check into the TransCanada Net, please join us now.
Alpha Lima Delta, Victor Echo 4, Zulu Whiskey Romeo.
All right, I had two stations, but I had a double. I believe it's Victor Echo 4, Whiskey Romeo. Who is the other station?
A5 Alpha Lima Delta.
Is it Alpha Lima Delta? Could I just get you to just wait a second after you key down so I can get your suffix? The Alpha Lima Delta station again?
Testing 1, 2, 3. This is VE5 ALD, Elton in Saskatoon.
Okay, got it that time, Eldon. Very good. Okay, well, these are my last two check-ins, so I'll go with Victor Echo 4, Zulu Whiskey Romeo. Welcome to the net. And what's it that you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Good afternoon. This is V4 Zulu Whiskey Romeo from Winnipeg in Canada, in Manitoba. Checking in onto the TransCanada Net after a while. And sorry, I couldn't quite catch what the topic or the agenda is for today's net.
Okay, real good. The question of the week is, what do you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
Okay, Roger. What I love about ham radio in my little over a year of being a ham so far is hands down the amazing community of people that I have, been a part of. I get to meet people from all walks of life, and I learn so much about ham radio every day. Every day I'm at the local club, whether I'm listening on to the net, and it's an amazing community. It's just keeps my mind sharp just to be part of this very technical and very welcoming and very fun community. There's so much going on, so many events all throughout the year. So for me, it's definitely been the people who just motivate me to learn more and develop my technical skills. And I really, really hope to be a very active member of the ham radio community for the years to come. That's it from me. Back to net control from VE4 Zulu Whiskey Romeo.
Okay, thank you very much, Pragyadeep. I appreciate it, and thanks for checking into the net and sharing with us, and certainly hope to hear you on the net here again in the future. 73 from Victor Echo 4 Zulu Whiskey Radio down to Victor Echo 5 Alpha Lima Delta. Alden in Saskatoon, welcome to the net, and what do you love about ham radio? Go ahead.
What I love about the radio is being able to make a contact
first contact containers in a couple of years and making things work. There's so much to learn. In the last 20 years, technology has passed me by, and so I'm trying to play catch up. And I definitely wish to see your radio class. I hope you do well, and back to that.
Oh, very good, Eldon, and welcome back. It's great to hear from you. And yeah, feel free to reach out to anybody in SADAR, the Saskatoon and District Amateur Radio Association. We have a pretty active club now, and quite a few active members, and lots of social activities and things going on. So feel free to reach out as well if you're curious what's going on. If you want to join in the fun, and great to hear from you. All right, and with that, I'm going to close down the net, and I've got, I want to say 49 because I have a couple of rechecks, but a great participation in the net today, and I want to say 73 to everybody, and thank you so much. We are here next week at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and I want to say that, who is the next control station next week? I believe, I don't even know who it is. Oh, I think it's Chris. V3RWJ. So I'll say 73 from everybody, or for everybody. My call, Victor Echo 5 Uniform Oscar, Dave in Saskatoon, closing the TransCanada Net down for Sunday, February 15th. 73. Take care.
VA7SL. Excellent job, Dave. Excellent job. Retirement is giving you a whole new... No, you've always done a great job. Thanks a lot. 7-3, Victor America 7, Sugarland, here at Mission Control.
Hey, thank you so much, Scott, and appreciate the work that you guys do to keep everything, to keep the satellites in orbit. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Dealing with Musk is a pain in the ass, but I take it for the team. I do it for the hobby.
Really good. Yeah, there you go. 73. Take care, Scott, and chat with you again soon. VA7SL V5 UO now clear.
Also, those sneaky Russians, you gotta watch out for them too.
V6DZ, well, you know, they're rushing around too much. That's why they got no time for fun. Hi, V6DZ.
Good to hear you, Gary. How's your health? You stabilized and enjoying things and getting out and doing stuff?
Well, as soon as the weather stabilizes more, you know, I'm getting around and walking and stuff, don't fall down as much and stuff, and my walking is better, and I get indoor exercise on my little treadmill here thing, on my little electric walker thing where I can do like I'm cycling, sitting on a seat and cycling. So it's not bad. I'm getting a lot of mobility back and stuff and all that stuff. It's just a matter of keeping at her, you know. I'm an old man already, so you gotta take it with the good with the bad sort of thing. You will lose it with age somewhat and stuff. So I'm doing the best I can. V6DZ.
Well, good to hear you're doing the exercises. I'm going to be getting a knee replacement later this year, and I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'll be working the stationary bike hard, I guess, as hard as I can. I'm determined to not let it get me down. I'm actually excited about getting it done. So, yeah, as we get older, there's all these things are starting to happen to us. That's a fact. All right, speaking of things having to happen, I have to work today. So I've got to go out and go to some things today, and I will talk to you later. VE6 Danger Zone, VA7 Sugar Love.
you have yourself a great day, Scott. Nice talking to you. Take care. V6DZ. In the danger zone. Oh, no.
THE disconnected.